Hello friends. Today in this video I'm going to talk about some wisdom and some processes I use when I sell a seller's home, and I'm going to talk a little bit about where I got what I do. I found myself in past years as a younger man. I was a listing agent selling homes, and I was specializing in homes that no other agent could sell, or the previous agent could not sell it, and then I would take it over and I would have to apply certain things I had figured out and techniques in order to get it sold. I was pretty successful doing that. Well, I saved all those techniques and now they're in processes, many of them digital processes, where I have about a list of 17 things. I made a list of them that I do that are unique to me. No other agent will probably do these things. They might do something like a few of them, but 17 things. Now, I'm not going to give you that list here, but I do talk about it in every video, what we do and where we get our ideas. And I believe ideas come from God. Now, I got a verse for you. It's in Proverbs, and yes, I read Proverbs every day. There's a Proverbs for each day of the month, and in that day of the month, I am reading that chapter of Proverbs, and I've done this for months, and I just keep getting more wisdom and information, and it kind of layers in on itself, and sometimes you have to have one level of learning to get to the next level of learning. So God put a lot of wisdom in Proverbs, and it's for us. So you ought to think about reading those. But in Proverbs 8, verse 12, it says, I, wisdom, dwell with prudence, and I find out knowledge of witty inventions. Now, another version of the Bible, that's the King James Version, says, I find out knowledge of ingenious inventions. And then another version of the Bible says, I find out knowledge of clever strategies. Well, who is finding out the knowledge? Wisdom is. Wisdom is like an entity that hangs out with God, and actually God calls wisdom her, she. Did you know that? So, men, did you ever have a decision to make and you decided to go ahead and your wife said, you better not do that, and you went ahead anyway and it turned out to be a big mistake? Has any other man had that experience? Well, maybe that's the solution as to why God used the word her for wisdom. You know, that maybe the wife has a kind of wisdom that's different than what the man has. And when they're together, you get a complete whole of total wisdom. And when they come into agreement together. So maybe that's a food for thought. I know some of you, may face things like this. Remember these things. Remember Proverbs, that I, wisdom, dwell with prudence and find out knowledge of clever strategies, ingenious inventions, or witty inventions. And an invention is a device that's introduced into current society that they didn't have before. That's what it is. And clever strategies, you can get those for your job, for your business, for your ministry, whatever you're doing that you find yourself working at. It is a great idea to seek God to get clever strategies. And I find out that the more I study Proverbs, the more I hear God's voice directly saying, no, don't go that way. Yes, go that way. Now, if you don't believe that, that's all right. But that's what happens to me. And so I believe I have some great processes for real estate for people. Now, my processes get you more exposure, which equates to more offers, which equates to higher offers. A lot of agents just put your home in the multiple listing service. That is not necessarily the only thing you should do. They might hold an open house. That's not the only thing they should do. We live in a digital world. You need somebody with ideas to get the job done, get it done quicker and more effectively. So let's talk about a few of my strategies. I gave one in a past video, and I talked about using the seller as my consultant to get the feature list. And go back and check that one out. Who knows more about, does a seller, who knows most about your listing when you list it as an agent? It's the seller. And another one I showed you on a video was we go to other areas and we market in other areas like the San Francisco Bay Area. Now there's 9 million people over there. There's only 2 million people in the Sacramento Valley area. Now it's common fact that the Bay Area people have been buying up Sacramento real estate. So with me, you get an added exposure of over there, and I have a structure that your property goes into, that it gets viewed over there. So over there, 9 million people, and then over here, 2 million. And so what I'm saying to you, again, quicker offers, more offers, higher offers, more cash in your pocket. Those are just things you need to know. So what we do is as I said, I cut my teeth in real estate marketing in ways that the other agents didn't, so that I could get a home sold that the other agent couldn't sell. So I learned how to write killer ad copy. The ad copy, write really great ad copy. I've even trained agents and taught classes and seminars in how to write better ad copy. I've been the speaker that speaks on that. And so anyway, what I do is I get a good ad copy, and it goes in the description part of the multiple listing, and then that goes out to digital agents, that goes out to digital parties to be spread around the description of the property. And so we can talk more about that if I ever come out and see you and talk with you about that. Anyway, I think I'm going to just end it for there today. You have a wonderful day. Give us a call. Hit subscribe if you want to see some more of these videos. I'm going to have points of wisdom, and use the wisdom. Study Proverbs. Expect God to show you things, and expect to have your own breakthroughs in your life. God bless you. Have a wonderful day.